Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. So if you're in Australia on a visa and waiting for a decision on a new one, you might be on a bridging visa A, but what happens if you need to travel, say back to the UK? You'll need a bridging visa B or a BVB, the only temporary visa that lets you leave and return while your main visa is being processed. So today we're going to talk you through exactly how to apply for a BVB, what to expect and some key tips to avoid issues when travelling.
So, first of all, you need to check your eligibility. Before you apply, make sure that you're already on a bridging visa A, which is a BVA. Make sure that your main visa application is still being processed, and make sure that you have a genuine reason for travel. Just going for a holiday isn't enough. It needs to be something like family matters, work, or urgent or personal reasons, and be prepared to supply evidence.
Step 2 is to gather your documents. So for a smooth application, you'll need your current bridging visa A, like the grant notice, your main visa application details, like your TRN or application ID, a written statement explaining why you need to travel, keep it short but clear, flight details if you book them, any supporting documents, e.g. a letter from a family member, employer or medical proof if it's an emergency trip.
So, the next step is to apply online via your IMI account. By now, you've probably been doing things yourself, or you've chosen to do everything through an agent. For us personally, we've done everything through an agent just because the whole process has been quite confusing and we didn't want to get anything wrong. So we've used a visa agent every step of the way. And also for this particular bridging visa, we used the same visa agent just for consistency and to make sure that everything was in good order. She gave us great advice before we applied, and all of the advice that we're giving you now tallies up with all of the advice that she gave us. But if you are doing it yourself, you'll need to log into your IMI account or create one if you haven't got one already. You need to select new application and choose bridging visa BVB, fill out the form, attach your supporting documents, pay your fee, which is around $190 per visa, and if you're using a visa agent, I think the cost on top of that for us was double, and then submit your application.
Next up is waiting for the processing. So processing times can vary, but it's usually 1 to 2 weeks, so apply at least a month before you travel. You can check the progress in your IMI account, or if it's urgent, call the Department of Home Affairs.
So what happens next? We got approved very quickly. We had ours luckily back in a few days, but we definitely gave ourselves plenty of time just in case, and also prepared ourselves for what would happen if we didn't get it approved. If you're approved, you'll get your BVB grant letter. We've been told that our current bridging visa is basically deactivated whilst this one is in place. When we get back, we'll need to reactivate our previous bridging visa. But definitely print it, take a copy with you when travelling, and if you're refused, you cannot leave Australia unless you withdraw your main visa application. So that's super important to bear in mind. You really need to weigh up your options and think about, do you really need to travel? Because if you do get refused your bridging visa, you can't leave the country unless you withdraw that main application visa. And as we all know, going through this process, if you've already got a main application visa pending, it's probably been pending for a while and you've probably spent already quite a lot of money.
Don't want to go back to the start again, yeah.
Exactly. So I probably don't want to do that, so just bear that in mind.
So the final tips before you travel: make sure your BVB covers the full length of your trip. You can't extend it once you're overseas. Keep a copy of your BVB grant notice for re-entry into Australia, and avoid last-minute applications. Give yourself plenty of time.
We made this to help anyone that's in the same situation as us, currently with a main application visa processing. Ours is for permanent residency. We already have a bridging visa ready for when our temporary visa expires until our PR comes through, but we're needing to go back to the UK. So it all seems very confusing, very expensive, and we just wanted to let anyone else out there know that's, you know, in the same situation on a 482 or something else, you know, waiting for needing to go back to wherever you came from. This is something that you need to do. The main reason, I think, is because of things like COVID. So if, for example, when we're back in UK, there's another pandemic and it means that we can't return to Australia, it's really important that we have this bridging visa so that we can, when it's all over, still come back and still continue with our PR application.
We ain't got to start again, have we?
Yeah, so fingers crossed, no pandemics, no more cyclones, nothing else. We just wanted to help anyone else know this information so that they can be prepared. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button for more useful hints and tips and information on moving to Australia and travelling back and forth and all of the stuff that comes with that.
See you in the next one.